I'm standing in Percha Dam on the Rio Grande at the head of the Rincon Valley, where New Mexico's famous Hatch green chili is grown. It's the middle of March, and in a wet year, water would be blasting through here. It's bone dry, barely a trickle right now. The result is that the farmers down here are having a very, very difficult year. It's been dry for 10 years, it's been very dry for the last 3 years, and the farmers are suffering the consequences.
The southern part of the state really is built on agriculture. You know, it's a $10 billion industry to the state. Beyond that, it's a way of living that we have. Like anything else, once it's gone, it's going to be hard to replace.
Water is the single most important factor in crop production. It's not just having water, it's having the right amount of water, and it's having it at the right time, and getting it applied to the right place.
The last several years, we just haven't been getting any surface water. My oldest boy's in college right now and planning on coming back to the farm after he's done with college. One of the concerns that he has is, with the drought going on, is there going to be, any farming left for him to do when he gets done with college? When we're using, 4.5 to 5.5 acre feet of water, we have to supplement that with pump water.
In times of drought, we have to shift from the surface water supply we've been depending on to the groundwater supply, where we've been essentially saving water for these times of drought. So in the years of plentiful surface water supply, a large portion of the water returns to ground and we store it there until it's needed. However, it costs more to get it out of the ground, and I have to supply energy to lift that water up to our surface water level.
From a business side of things, obviously it's a huge economic impact to us. Now we're having to pay for the fuel, and some of the other issues that are involved in pumping water from subsurface resources. It's a complete change in lifestyle. It's a complete different way of doing everything that we do.
We just don't know how long we can sustain, doing the pumping. We're hoping, someday it starts snowing and raining and we get some surface water to help flush those salts back out.
Farm families in this area go back 3 and 4 generations. Many families have been farming on the same land for a century. So they remember the drought of the 1950s, and they remember that the drought of the 1950s did come to an end. That is their hope now, that eventually this drought will come to an end and the wet times will return.